All right, so let's talk about McCarthy's woes today. So we have a little bit of updates off of this. And let's hang on. Open that in a separate window. Okay. So McCarthy, is he going to be out today? This is by Tyler Durden, the pseudonymous author of Zero Hedges, for the nice clean interface, as everyone knows I love. All right, so days after narrowly averting a government shutdown by striking a secret side deal with Democrats over Ukraine funding, Representative Kevin McCarthy faces the biggest challenge to his speakership by the same group of House conservatives who delayed his rise to power 8 months ago. On Monday night, Representative Matt Gaetz filed a motion to formally remove Kevin McCarthy from his role as Speaker, a vote for which McCarthy says he'll get out of the way first thing today, while CNBC says the vote should begin at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is just over an hour from now. Breaking. McCarthy said he will bring the motion to vacate up for the first vote series. This is according to Jake Sherman. In short, only Democrats may be able to save McCarthy, who says he hasn't made any deals with the Democrats, who says he hasn't asked for anything following Monday night call with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who will ultimately decide McCarthy's fate. Quote, they haven't asked for anything. I'm not going to provide anything. McCarthy on CNBC on what Dems want in order for him to help him stay Speaker. McCarthy, quote, if 5 Republicans go with Democrats, then I'm out. That looks likely. McCarthy says probably so. While the minority party in the House typically doesn't support the majority's choice for Speaker, motions to vacate are rare, and the situation hasn't been seen in more than a century. According to The Guardian, Gaetz and his allies have the votes to remove McCarthy. In a notice to lawmakers, Democratic Whip Karen Clark's office said votes on the motion to vacate Kevin McCarthy from his position as Speaker of the House could take place at any time after the House convenience at noon today. Before voting on the motion itself, McCarthy's allies may move to table the proposal, which, if successful, would block the motion to vote and save McCarthy's speakership. That would need a simple majority to pass, and the way the numbers are looking now can't be achieved without Democratic help. Members should keep their schedules flexible and be prepared to vote at the appropriate time, reads the notice. Gaetz and his Freedom Caucus allies were livid on Sunday after it emerged that McCarthy made a secret side deal with Democrats for more Ukraine funding in exchange for a passage of a continuing resolution that will keep the government running through mid-November. Quote from Matt Gaetz, wow, at Speaker McCarthy made a side Ukrainian deal with Democrats and didn't tell House Republicans until after the CR passed. More deceit from him, and that was from a couple of days ago. So the question is how will the Democrats prove that the uniparty controls everything and that that Republicans and Democrats are really just the same side of one coin, and there's a handful of people that are opposed to this. The Freedom Caucus, a few others that are somewhat independent of this, but we're going to find out today, it looks like, although I can't say I personally think much is going to happen out of this. I think the Democrats will protect him, or maybe the Republicans will, or something will happen. Just, I don't see that the corruption in the House is going to go away. I think McCarthy is an ultra-corrupt dude. He's repeatedly lied about the things that he said to get himself into position as Speaker. So, full disclosure, I'm an independent. I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I don't vote for either party, but I'm just going to comment on what I see in our dysfunctional government. I'd rather the government be dysfunctional than them come together and pass horrendous legislation that makes inflation worse. I mean, this is the worst economy in all of history, and it's only going to get worse. We have no prospects for anything improving. Inflation continues to go up. We're now approaching $10 for a pound of butter. Steaks can cost over $20 for choice. We are having a pound of cheap ground beef is like $6. The good stuff is going for $9. This is absurd. Like, this is an unsustainable path, and we're worried about Washington still. So here's Gaetz's. Well, I guess, yeah, this is just a rehashing of all of that. So there's nothing specific. I'm just showing that. Of course, still have the fun from Bowman with his, I accidentally tripped a fire alarm and I have no idea how to do it. He's either the most incompetent person in the world or he's a liar and should be prosecuted. But since he's a Democrat and there's two standards of justice in our country and Democrats are above the law, nothing will happen to him. But either way, I still don't see a whole lot happening. I think McCarthy stays. At best, Gaetz gets a close vote. if McCarthy goes, all bets are off. It'll be fun. We get to see another long, protracted fight. So we'll see where that goes.